Simple, sweet guitar, humbled by the bass. So when the beat kicks in.
Starting out solitary, we are on week 167, and we're talking about habits or things we do in our practice that no longer really has any importance to what we're doing, but we can't quite remove it from what we do. Or maybe it's an object or certain correspondences we use and whatnot. Sorry. I would say for me, at the very beginning of my practice, I was like head deep into like the crystals, and it definitely helped push me into a deeper interest into the pagan ways of doing stuff. But I would say in the last 2 years or so, I still have my like go-to crystals, but they, for the most part, don't have much of a impact on my practice anymore. I'm still kind of fascinated by less a scientific aspect of it, but like going out and looking for them. I'm still interested in doing stuff like that, but corresponding into my practice, not so much. It has to be a pretty like unique situation, like me being pregnant. I was using my selenite egg quite a lot during that time. And I gave one of my emotionally healing crystals to my mom after my dad died. Stuff like that. Also, though I think I've pretty much broken out of the habit, trying to practice in a way that people want or expect me to practice, I guess. Like, be it maybe having different meanings for the directions or different meanings for the colors, or overall correspondences may mean something different to me than they do to the general pagan public. It depends. I have to go with what I feel is true to me, not what's true to the majority, because then it really wouldn't be my practice. It would be everyone else's practice. I also felt like I needed all these utensils, I guess you could say, be it like wands and whatnot. But again, that's something I found I don't. I still want an Athane, but I don't want a cheap one either. But I don't feel like I need a wand in my practice whatsoever. And same thing with like deities. Like I've gone in quite a lot of detail of my thoughts on deities, about me not seeing them as literal but more figurative. But I still feel like I need them to be in my practice, somewhat for my own needs, but also at a lesser level, to be accepted into the pagan community, because a lot, I think, don't quite understand. If like you don't have deities in your practice at all, it's hard for them to kind of understand where you're coming at from a spiritual place in paganism, because that is the majority of people. They have a use for deity in their practice, and I'm already kind of outside the box there with not thinking they're literal. But not to have them at all is something I'm still kind of struggling with. So that is my perspective today. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.